And this is something that is extremely important for everyone to also observe. Whatever way you've learned how to do things back home, I think we need to change when we come here. When I see a lot of these new people and they are grumpy, and I just look at them and I say, you don't know anything. As I told you, I'm a global citizen. My leg is in the Nigerian community, my leg is in the Ghanaian community, my leg is in all the community. But of course, too, this is where I think they are also missing the point that you have people like me and you who lived here. Why not use us to go? It's before I was chasing, I'm telling you, when I started begging, chasing, I said, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. Running for, I think, this last time, the last election was my third time running. I can even steal one of the episodes. I have a very, very funny brain that certain things I can play it back. And I remember Goge Africa. I was in Nigeria then. And then she took me under her wings because she was a cultural producer. She's been doing Night of Art for many years. Otherwise, we would never be able to come together. Never. It's never going to happen. Some mother will just want to have the kids for themselves, but they don't think about the long term of what could happen. You know, that every kid needs the mother and the father. Find someone you look up to, someone that has been able to make something with their life here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Now you bring a highly collective person to a highly individualistic society.
Sure.
Now, this person, how do you expect the person to cope? I am a trained qualified teacher, and teaching is a branch of psychology. They call me, so a lot of the people, and they call me Vaasa Barack Obama. Knowledge is beautiful. It's like the colors that I put on. The expectation leads to bitterness, and bitterness leads to withdrawal, and withdrawal leads to isolation.
Hello. I welcome you to this episode of the Stephen Ikebude Show. Not only do I welcome you, I also have a guest for you, a different kind of guest. The truth be said, show never even starts. Kickbacks goes all day. Let me first collect. And it is going to be a very joyful one, a very good conversation. To save you time so that you can definitely hear from this guest. One thing I want you to know is that this particular guest is one that comes with a lot of colors. He is a colorful person who projects the African cultural heritage in this city that I live in called Vaasa. Personally, I refer to him as the African Mayor of Vaasa. Because you don't get how you want be, you don't get how you want live of Vaasa. Come through Vaasa. Do culture or hear about Africa. Make you know hear this guy's name. When I meet himself, I see the color for him body. Last time, even when I invite a call for this episode, I see the color for him body. So don't go anywhere. If you skip this video, you will miss it. Please don't. Please permit me to welcome my guest on this diary of a migrant. Mr. Francis.
Yes.
the African, you know, place, I mean, a king go good.
Please, so beg.
Oh boy, I welcome you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
You still come, you come with color.
Of course, always.
Do you really have a thing for colors?
I will tell you a story. I remember once I was going for a meeting and I just put on my dress and I was just me, you know, the African colors.
Yeah.
And then I went into the lift and then a man just walked in and we both stood there for a couple of seconds and he turned and then looked at me and he said, I like your colors. And he started smiling. And I think this is something that we are blessed with as Africans.
Yes.
And it sometimes pains my heart not to judge anyone, but that we don't embrace this. Especially during winter, I notice that when I wear those bright colors, everybody that I come across smiles.
Yes. It is typical in this society for people to wear black.
Yes. Yeah.
Black has become like an unofficial
yeah.
national color. So when you see these colors, they give one kind joy for body.
Exactly. So that's why for me, I bring, and apart from that, personally also, it's a way of me reminding my humble beginnings, where I come from.
Where do you come from?
Oh.
I said, Masbos. I've never even start. Show never start. I don't collect. I don't even put them inside my notepad. Yeah, because we don't know where the Jesus Christ of 2026 they come from. We don't. So, where are you from?
Oh.
And why this African colorful?
I hate that question.
You do?
No, yeah, in a sense that I call myself a global citizen.
Well, everybody get color.
Yeah, I call myself, and maybe that's where the colors come from. You know, born in Ghana, grew up in Nigeria, living in Finland, and then, you know, my kids live in a different country, so there's always there's always something, and also
you are an idea of migration.
Yeah.
Born in Ghana,
Yeah.
grew up in Nigeria, living in Finland.
Even before Nigeria, I was living in Togo. Yeah, so I lived in Togo, and then so that's why I don't really, when people ask me that question nowadays, I tell people that I'm from Vaasa, and then they look at me. No, and there is a good reason for that. I have lived longer in Vaasa than my own birth country.
You have lived longer in
Vaasa than my
your own birth country.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So for me, when people ask me where am I from, I say I'm from Vaasa. And they say, no. Where are you really from? I say Vaasa. No. Where are you really from? I say I'm from Vaasa.
Nowadays, when they ask me the question, do you know what I say? I tell them I'm from Nigeria, very close to Sepa and Kola.
That's a good one. Maybe I need to borrow that one. But I don't want to give them that other side.
Yeah.
But this is where I became a man. This is where I have grown up. This is where I've learned a lot and everything. This is where I became who I am today. So for me, I cannot take that away from the city that has embraced me as one of their own, and you know. So
you were born in Ghana.
Yes.
Which part of Ghana were you born?
I'm from Accra. I'm original. A lot of people say they are from Accra, but they are not from Accra. But I am originally Accra, because the Ghana people, I'm from the Ghana Dangbe, so we own Accra. We are from.
You are from the same place Ruben is from.
Yeah.
Ruben speaks Ga.
Yeah. But I think he's forgotten. Lately, when I talk to him, he only speaks Tree. So, sorry, my brother. He speaks Tree so much that nowadays, when I speak Ga to him, he's finding it very difficult to speak.
You are going to salute the Ga people.
Yeah.
Please.
Then my Yoruba people, Monkinyo.
You said you grew up in Nigeria. Which part of Nigeria did you grow up?
I was in Isolo.
Lagos?
Yes.
How many years were you there?
I was there for 11 years.
Oh boy, no be small thing.
Yeah.
So, born in Ghana.
Yeah, lived in
10
Togo.
years.
No, first went to Togo. And then from Togo, I went to
Nigeria. And from Nigeria,
And then from Nigeria back to Ghana, and Ghana here.
When did you actually move to Finland?
October 10th, 2004.
You really don't pay. You don't pay. It's not easy. You really don't pay. So and you came straight to Vaasa.
Yes, and since then I've never lived anywhere else. I've always lived in Vaasa.
Why Vaasa?
I don't know. I always believe in God. There's something that the Bible says that everything works to the glory of God.
Yes.
So I've always never really had the plan that, hey, here, I'm going here, and I just let whatever the direction God gives me, and I remember.
Hey, God, go ahead.
I remember this is something I think maybe I remember when I came to do my first degree.
Yeah.
At Vaasa Mati Kolu, and The moment we arrived, actually I arrived late.
Okay.
By the time I arrived, the first period had almost already gone.
Wow.
Yeah, and I came in the middle of exam. And a lot of my classmates were there. They were already here before I came.
Yeah.
And going forward, majority of them always were saying, oh, you know, they had this attitude, oh, I will leave, I will, as soon as I finish, I'm going here as soon as I...
You mean the internationals, the
Yes,
other Africans that came with you to study? Okay.
And as soon as I finish, I will leave here. And for me being someone that's tried to stay back and look at people and study people and try to understand, I noticed something in their life that by saying that, they actually block themselves
from seeing what is in front of them.
Yes, yeah. So sometimes this is why the Bible says that there's power and life in the tongue.
In the tongue. You don't talk Bible two times now. You be Christian.
It is very, very important for one to be extremely careful, you know,
with what
we say. Because I could clearly see the decisions they were making, going forth and back, whereas they were right good opportunity right in front of them. It's just for them to just pause. This is where I am.
This is where I am.
This is where I am.
No, I also had that when I came to. I had that. I don't want to call it a problem. I don't also want to call it a good thing. But then it was my reality. I also had intention that I was going to come to Finland, finish my studies, get the citizenship, and move abroad. Many of I went to the UK to do NI, this NI number, what do you call it here? I went there did one of my friends who used to live here, then in Rihimaki. I stayed at his place, you know. I went there, did NI, we thought I was going to move. And then after a while too, I got a job in Republic of Ireland. But for some reasons, family reasons, I stayed back. And today, it's one of the best decisions that I made.
So sometimes being present, I believe, is extremely important. Of course, I'm not saying anything that...
Being present.
Yeah, is very, very important. And actually, so I need to go to the Bible.
Please go. I'm not of the Bible.
And it's one of the things that God or the prophet and God, they mention a lot that you should not think about the future, but just be...
Does it come culturally into us as always seeing that the grass is greener on the other side?
I believe it's the perception and the things we had before we came. Most of us came here because a lot of us has this vision that, okay, when I go between 2 years, I finish the school, the next 1 year I work, I save money, I build a house, I buy a car, I do the
list of expectations.
Yeah, so those expectations actually affect us quite a lot, and it actually allow us to make emotional decisions. Because for you to make good decision, even the psychologist will tell you that you need to be in a good
state of
mind. And even this is something that even the Stoic also talk a lot about.
You be.
So you need to.
Wait. You don't go just talk that one, make it. No, I'm not gonna let you go like that. When you don't mention Stoic, you don't say come about that Stoicism.
Yeah.
Because of you, I buy boots. Football boot won't go take the train.
Okay.
I wear boot only 3 times for training. I don't come training again.
I'm still expecting you.
I don't say you be coach.
Yes.
But you have mentioned different philosophies now. You mentioned the Bible, which is the book of philosophy, the book of knowledge, the book of guidance. You mentioned Stoicism. And you mentioned the importance of removing emotions from decisions.
That's psychology.
And then now being present. Are you actually a coach? A human coach? Apart from I know you coach for football.
No, I am. I am a teacher, a trained, qualified teacher. I am a trained, qualified teacher, and teaching is a branch of psychology.
You're trained here in Finland?
Yes.
What did you actually come to do when you came to 2004? You said school. Was it studies you came?
I did. My first degree is in IT.
Your second degree is?
It's in business, economics and business administration.
Is there a third?
And the third one is in middle management. The fourth one is in pedagogy, and then I'm trying to counseling. That's what I.
Where the education go end?
Well, for me, knowledge. I enjoy. Is knowledge is beautiful. It's like the colors that I put on. It's like rainbow to me. You know, I don't want to put myself in a box, and that leads for this curiosity, always learning, always.
Wow.
When things happen, I try as much as possible to sit and reflect. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I always reflect and then try to do things better in the future.
In 2040 today, we're talking about 22 years. No, this is 2026. Yeah, 22 years in Finland. Yeah. Truly, you have lived here longer than where you were born. What is one thing about this city that has kept you this long?
I don't think it's the city that has kept me. I believe God hasn't, my work here is not yet done. So that's the way I see it. It's not nothing about, of course I love the city. I like the way it is. For instance, I just walked here.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there's no other city that you could do that. I just walk from where I live all the way here, and then I'll walk back. It's peaceful. I'm able to, in a way, to be honest with you, I also believe the reason why I haven't also left here, this is something, a new epiphany that I just came across a couple of months ago, is that I need to work on myself as a person because of where I'm going. I don't know where, but
you're preparing yourself for that.
I'm preparing myself, and I don't know because I have this sense. I don't want it to be too emotional, but I feel that there's something to happen, but for me to be able to master it and to do it properly, I need to work on certain aspect of my life that is a bit shortcoming.
What is one shortcoming that you say you would have personally experienced since moving here as an immigrant and the process
I would say my patience.
Your patience?
Yeah, I was never a patient person. I remember when I first came, I remember we played football. I can vividly see some of my actions on the pitch, and looking back, I really regretted it. So, but now, it's even funny. Yesterday we had a game. I got kicked. I just woke out, stood up and said, hey, it's okay, let's move on. And I just...
So you've been able to let that?
Yes, yeah.
What part of...
It is painful, to be honest.
Yeah, it is painful. Football is not easy to...
No, it's not about the football, the process itself.
The process of exercising the patience.
Yes, to learn to be able to control the emotion and to be able to manage it and to be able to live with it. The father of modern psychology, Carl Jung, in his work, he talks about the shadow self. You know, that everyone will have that shadow. So even though we want to change, you can change, but that old self is always there. It's always there. So your ability to be able to recognize and acknowledge it is something that a lot of people are not able to, because they think that when I change, I completely
become a different person.
But no, it's always linger there. And sometimes it will come back. So you have to find a way to, hey, I acknowledge that you are there, but I'm not giving you that
freedom.
Yes.
To overtake this new me.
Yeah, exactly.
22 years, you've seen the good, you've seen the bad, you have seen the ugly, living in one city. What is one thing you would tell immigrants who are coming now or who have just recently come and seen the different things that you 22 years ago and now saw as changed drastically here in Vaasa?
I remember when I came, we knew all the Africans here. We know them. We meet every weekend in Olympia, someone's house, and then we cook. And even after that, we cannot go home individually. We have to work in group. Because back then, in Vaasa, they had the skinheads.
Okay.
That they will beat you up when they see you as a foreigner. Yeah, it was really bad. Really, yeah. So we always had to work in group and stuff. but the city has really changed. Really, really. So for me, what I would tell them that I believe in one thing, that there's nothing in the sense that you are here by coincidence. I don't believe in that. And even it's the same going back to the Bible. Everything works for the betterment and the glory of God.
Yes.
Everything works. So you being here is not by mistake. That we don't think that, oh, I got it and now I pass it and no. If God hasn't put his stamp on it, it wouldn't have. So you being here, try to find out why. Ask that question: why am I here?
But the survival now is much more difficult compared to then. Is it much more difficult?
I think back then even you could not even find. But here, people come within a month or two or something. They are able to get something.
Oh, back then
you couldn't.
Oh, no get job.
No, zero.
Wait.
You see, this, when I see a lot of these new people when they are grumpy, and I just look at them and I say, you don't know anything. You don't know the number of people that have paved the way for what you are having now. They don't even want to see your face.
Shit, man.
They don't even want to see your face. Now you can go, they can even look at you and tell you that, hey, we are sorry. Back then, you cannot even. You are not even allowed. There's even to the worst thing. I remember once, may her soul rest me, please, I call her my Finnish mother.
Okay.
One day she just came when I went to visit her. The moment she saw me, she was so excited to see a black mannequin in the window of a shop.
What?
Yes. She was so happy to see that. That tells you how bad it was.
Oh boy.
So when I see those today, I think they should be really, really grateful. Yes, I understand the economy is currently not that good, but you should be extremely grateful, to be honest. You should be extremely, extremely grateful.
Even back then in 2004, I came 2012.
Yeah.
I only struggled for, 2.5 months to get something to do. And it was even people who I met. In fact, one of them today, we both spoke today, Dayo, I met him at the airport when I was coming. Buki had come to pick me from the airport. So on our way coming out of the Vanta Helsinki airport, we met Dayo Oyeyiola. And in the process of meeting Dayo came to the airport to welcome his own mother.
You see?
Who had come
now, will you tell me that was a coincidence?
I still talk to the Dayo today.
No, will you tell me that was a coincidence?
No.
Yeah. Because go ahead, hey, I'm going to send someone to.
What I'm saying now, you see this Dayo we're talking about now? I didn't know him personally, privately, in the same hood. You know Dayo?
I think I will know him.
Yes.
I will know him.
We live from my house now to Dayo's house. It's like 3 blocks.
Now you see.
In word of it.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is 2.5 months was all it took. I got a job in Arotike Pavelu to work as a cleaner, and through Buki, who came to pick me up, I got a job to also work as in L&T. So, but if you are saying in 2004, there was no job.
You can ask all the OGs. You can ask them. I can make a list with the OGs for you. Those who are, some of them who are still here. You can ask them. For me, what happened was, I call him my mentor, Dr. Inziba.
Dr. who?
Inziba.
Okay, Inziba.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I came, even he had postie. So even I had to attach it with him to go, and then the salary he gets,
He gives you part of it.
Me, yeah. He really helped me. That's why he's kind of my mentor. It's something I go to him. And
is he still here in?
Yeah, he's still in Vaasa. He's now the program director for system analytics in the University of Vaasa.
He's still here since that time?
Yes, yeah. He came, I think, a couple of years before me.
Nziba, is that Ghanaian or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I would say you should sit down with him.
Aha!
I would say you should sit there. But at least for him, his story is quite unique also.
Oh boy!
So whenever I see the challenges I go through and everything, I always, because we talk a lot, so
it's not necessary to always have somebody you go to.
it is extremely important, especially for us, because we've seen what it can do to our people. We've lost a couple of brothers, simply because they were so much in their own bubble that there was no trusted people around them to direct them. Yeah.
Here in this verse?
Yes.
When you mean lost,
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So for me, I'm a huge advocate of mentorship, a huge one. I think every foreigner, as soon as you arrive, find someone
that you can always
when things go bad, you can always go, and they will share their experience, and that gives you that hope to continue going.
Yesterday, I went to fix my brakes at Ray's place. You know Raymond?
Yeah.
He's always a person that I just walk into.
Yeah, those are the OGs.
Yeah,
those are the OGs.
Yesterday, he was mentioning to me about a Nigerian who got himself with a lot of bad loans and went to Helsinki. And
yes, yeah.
Do you know the person?
I know the person, yes. Yeah.
I was hearing it for the first time. I'm shocked.
Yeah. Apart from that, there's been other cases as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So for me, I extremely recommend any foreigner, important. Please find someone you look up to, someone that has been able to make something with their life here. It doesn't have to be perfect. And let me tell you the reason why. I've studied after, as you said, 22 years here. Yeah. I've studied the Finnish life, and I've also studied our life. According to Hofstede, he created, I don't know if you know the Hofstede dimension. One of the parameters that Hofstede used was the individualistic and collectivism.
Okay.
Our culture is highly collective society, but it has a weak side. Its weak side.
Yes.
And Finland is very individualistic, but it also has its weak side.
True. Very true.
You get it?
Yeah.
And our own, the advantage it has is that we live in a community, in a society whereby you get the support 24/7.
Yes.
Sometimes it's even more than enough that you need it.
Yes.
But the downside of that is that it doesn't teach you the necessary skills you need to fight when things happen to you, when no support system is around you. Now you bring a highly collective person to a highly individualistic society.
Sure.
Now, this person, how do you expect the person to cope when the person doesn't have the support system? You've lost it's like, you peel every ounce of the fruit.
Yes.
The fruit is this ant and stuff.
Yes, it's taken away.
Exactly. So this is why I believe that it is very, very important that as soon as you arrive here, you need to find the right one or two people.
I had it. I had that support. And I use this opportunity whenever I have myself in conversations like this to mention that and also thank those who played those roles for me.
Yes.
This is my 14th year. Yeah. I'm telling you that I still spoke to Dayo. Yeah. The person I met at the airport, Ojoti Mode. Today. It's a privilege to still talk to him after 13th going to 14th year.
I mean, if you lose that kind of a person, you've done a disservice to you.
Yes.
You've shown how ungrateful you are.
Yes.
So for me, this is why for me, Dr. Inziba is for me is my go-to person.
I want to ask this because now you sit in a very good position as a professional in this area, not only by the course of your study, but by lived experience. You have seen people come, you have seen them go.
Yeah.
Is it common that when you tell people who are new or who are just coming to embrace those who have been here and learn from them or for support, is it only for financial employment support?
We base everything on finances, but it shouldn't be. Money is not everything. I used to be of that belief, especially living in Ghana, living in Nigeria, Agbalagba, Tuale.
Yes. Double Tuale.
Double Tuale.
Akameji Loki. Ọwọ́ méjì lókè. Ẹ̀fílẹ̀ fún. Wàá gbà sí. Orí ẹ̀fọ́ kásíbẹ̀. Oh my God, our culture. I miss it though.
No, I miss it also, you know. Our boys were
Yes, now.
you know. So
Oh man,
yeah.
oh boy. We usually think I miss it.
No, I do miss it sometimes, but then hey, it is what it is.
So you were saying that how we monetize
For
our
us,
interactions with people.
our interaction have always been based on financing, but you know, it has to be some financial gain. But I believe it shouldn't be. Not everything. Sometimes it's better to sow now and reap later than to reap now and then suffer. So me, that's been my philosophy. So that's why when people approach me, I don't know where you are going to be.
True.
You know, there's something I actually was telling one of my students, and she said I should make a post of it. I told her that she should, you know, the relationship you build with people is very, very important. And she said, why? I asked her, do you pray? I said, I don't care what religion, but you pray. She said, yes. And I asked her, have you ever seen the person you pray to? She said, no. But has your prayer been answered? She said, yes. I said, by who? And then I took her to the Bible that first, God said he created every human being in his own image.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You and I, do we look the same? We don't look alike.
No, we don't.
Good. But then when you go back to the book of Revelation, you see that the description, the cherubim and this thing, they describe them that they have what? Different eyes.
Yes.
And different heads and stuff. So it means that if God said that he created man in his own image, it means God sees all of us.
True.
So if I pray to him, because he created you in his own image, then he has to use you to bless me.
True.
And he even said that he that is in you
is greater
than me. So it means that a piece of him is with you. So I pray to him, but he uses you to answer. So if I always deal with you only on what I will gain from you, or only then the connection, the triangle is no more a triangle.
No, it's not.
No, it's just a V.
I am going to bring you back to your migration. 22 years. Did you at any point in time consider yourself leaving Finland?
Actually, never.
Nothing has crossed your mind?
Never once.
When you see people come and leave, did you at any point in time consider them making the wrong decisions?
And that's why I told you from the beginning, because when I came, my classroom, when we graduated, they were going and coming.
Do you still talk with some of them?
No. They were going and coming. They were just
normal that when people come here to study?
No, because you know, in the beginning they told themselves that I will leave. But then where? You see, when you say something, you need to be careful. Excuse me. You say you will leave, but you never state exactly where. So you become exactly. So walk on mama. But where? So when you are saying be specific. Okay, Timothy told me by Mufelo by. But you just say I'm leaving. Then you become like a tennis ball, just bouncing forth and back. You know,
I didn't see that one coming. And the worst that the tennis ball is being played by somebody else.
Exactly.
By other factors.
Exactly. And usually one thing I also noticed that it become like I like the way you use that, it's being played by someone else. And now someone else in this context is they start hearing from people, but they are not pausing to watch those people live to see maybe this is something that I need to follow. But because the person says wani ake in my language, wani ake.
Yes, then say.
Then they just by sometimes that's why I said sometimes it's good for you to pause and to be present. That gives you.
What was one thing you had to change for you to systemically, apart from the patience you mentioned? Now, in terms of, say, as person they stay for the country, your eye go to open.
Yeah.
Some kind of reality we talk, like you mentioned now, highly individualistic.
Yeah.
Did you at any point in time see yourself regretting your migration to Finland?
No, never.
If you were to...
Never, because if I look at my life, I would tell you categorically that whatever that one can say that define the life of a man in terms of everything that you can think of, I have it all just by being here. So why should I complain? Yes, sometimes we have this dream of doing certain things or becoming certain things, but if it doesn't happen, but at least I'm happy with where I am, what I have.
Is there a limit to that? Is there a destination for what we can do or what we have not?
There is no limit, but as humans, sometimes back to the same thing that we're talking, because you see certain people living a certain way, especially in the age of social media.
Yes.
You think you also have to live that way. But your story is different from that person's story.
100%.
So why not focus on your story? Apart from that, your time is different from that person's timing.
How many years were you when you came? How many years were you jobless when you came? When you had to stay to get something to do?
I wouldn't say probably, I think, the first year.
The first year?
Yeah, because my first year, the first summer, I remember my Finnish mother, the husband works a lot during the winter. So in summer, it takes the whole summer and then they just travel around.
You already met them within your first year?
I actually met her on the train that I took to Vaasa.
Oh my God.
Yours was at the airport. Mine was in the train.
Shit.
Yes. That's why I call her. When she didn't, I think at some point she said the daughters were jealous that I'm calling her. But may her so rest in peace. I will still call her that she's my Finnish mother because she really taught me a lot about Finland. She actually was the one that encouraged me to change my perception about Finnish language.
Which one did you go for the Finnish language or the Swedish?
No, Finnish. Of course, I live in Finland.
Which one be, of course, Swedish, not be official language?
I live in Finland. Yeah. So I speak Finnish.
Swedish will not like this one.
And thank you for bringing it. And this is also one thing that we are, I know, living in Lagos, shortcut.
Yes.
But for how long?
Oh, Swedish language is a shortcut.
It's such a shortcut. It's this. Because when you look at the formulating of the language, I mean, it's only spoken in this area. Once you move a bit inland, it's useless. I'm sorry.
Aha.
It's already in this coast. Or then you want to go to Sweden. But when you leave this coast to Turku, that's the end.
True.
If you go a little bit inland, just lie here.
It's purely it's one language.
Good. And they have even their own mood.
Yes.
So then you've lost. So most people take that, shortcut, get this thing, but then for me, I took it that this maybe one of the things apart from the patient. That's one that all my life. Actually, this happened. It's funny. Now this happened to me that I should stop taking shortcuts and go through the eye of the needle. This happened actually not far from here. Okay. When I was coming now. My Finnish mother's daughter, they owned a house with the husband back then.
Okay.
So one day, the son's room, we had to go and change the tapete.
Okay, yeah. The tape.
This thing, wallpaper.
Yeah.
So my Finnish mother's husband and I decided to do that job.
Okay.
And he has a way, the pattern. And for me, I was using the African way. Sorry, let's just put something. Just put and then leave. But then he was insisting that it has to be done correctly. That the patterns need to match. It has to go. So I stood there and then I embraced that, and then we did it. And then I look back and how it really looked nice. And then I told you I always reflect. And then I said, This is a real lesson that most people just, and then it took me back to how we grew up and how always we want the shortcut to do things. And now he was also sending the message to me that, hey, life is not always about, if you are doing something,
You do it well.
and even the Bible says, whatever the hand find doing, do it well.
Diligent.
It doesn't matter whether you are being paid, as long as you're given the opportunity
to do it.
do it out of your heart, no matter what it is.
You have seen the good again. You have seen the mighty. You have seen the smallest. 22 years is not 22 days. And I know all of the 22 years were not lived visiting only Finland. You have been in other places. From all the places that you have visited, can you tell us some of the countries that you have visited in these 22 years that you have been here? If you get anywhere where you never visit.
No, I'm actually, I don't travel a lot.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't Norway, Sweden. I don't travel a lot. Czech Republic, of course, to visit my kids. Where again? Spain, France, Germany, Netherlands. I don't really. You know, the funny thing is that one of my dreams is to travel around the world and do something I'm not going to say, but
Okay.
to travel around the world. But for some reason, I haven't even traveled. So this is why I was saying that this is kind of like the base to cook myself, to get myself ready. So that when that
still
time,
ready in after 22, you know, say you get the kind of language where you they use. You know, and it's only
no, but we are never ready because we are work in progress.
okay.
We can never
What
ready.
about people who on the come now, where they in a hurry?
That's what I'm saying.
If you, because now what make me they think
No,
that
and that's
22 years you still dey ready yourself.
And that's what I'm saying, that please, don't be in rush. Rush to where? In law. Where are you running to? You do this rush, and then you look back and then you regret. What are you rushing for?
Because it is the abroad that we say we are going, that we are in right
You're
now.
already there.
And now we are still
So
rushing.
why are you rushing? For me, that's why are you rushing? You
are there.
You are there now.
Because the reason why I mentioned, in fact, let me even ask it now. This is one of the feedback I got yesterday. Java, I salute you. You know Java now?
I know Java.
Yesterday, unfortunately for me, while Raymond was facing my car, Java walked in. And we got talking, you know, like this. Because this is what we do when we see ourselves, we salute, we have this small talk.
I need to go and see Ray myself because I haven't seen him since last time when I was checking. I was told he went to
Yes, he just came
Australia.
back.
Yeah, I know. And I'm pissed with him because you. No, I don't know why I'm angry with him. I saw Nick and Javan.
Yeah?
And they were telling me that Ray's daughter graduated. And Ray, you did not invite me.
You know, invite me too.
And the reason being that because we had one group we call New Generation, all the mulattoes we created. So we all knew our kids. I know we all had Javan's kids, my kids, every week, all the kids. I have some pictures.
Wow.
Yeah.
In this
when they were very, very small. I actually, her daughter, I met her daughter last week, Thursday, at the Vaasa spot, and she just walked by me, not even hello. I just kept quiet. I said, wow, I'm glad to see that you are now you've grown.
Yeah.
But she could not even recognize. I said, and that's your fault because I have a beef with you.
but that is even good to hear. That there is this.
We call it new generation. We started well, but at some point, I think the parents had a lot going on. So, because the idea was that we bring these kids together for them to know themselves, and also me being a cultural person to also teach them our ways, so that when they grow up, they still have that connection back home. Because we've seen a situation whereby a lot of these mulattoes, some things give them a very negative name that, your parents don't take care of you and stuff.
Yes.
And we've seen situations where a lot of them too, they are lost. And I use Obama as an example. when Obama went to the office in the first year, in the white community, no one accepted him. In the black community, no one. It was his second term before the black community embraced him as one of their own. So his first 4 years was really struggling for him because he didn't belong anywhere. Because the white didn't see him white enough, the black didn't see him black enough.
Found himself in a mixed up.
So he went in prime, he had to. So I really respect him that first 4 years was really tough for him.
Is that how, if you mention in this way, I'm sure there is a reason why you people came up with that idea.
Yeah.
For mixed born children in Finland, is that how they are regarded, that their own black parents are not
caring? No, because in so a lot of the cases, I mean, there's so many reasons for that. I mean, apart from some of the, some misunderstanding between the parent and, some mother who just want to have the kids for themselves, but they don't think about the long term of what could happen, that every kid needs the mother and the father. They don't think about that. So at the end of the day, it causes a lot of, so I respect those fathers that still, no matter what is going on, they are still there for the kids. Even though your mom doesn't want me to see you, I still reach out, come in front of your school gate and say bye-bye to you. And when you close, even though she doesn't want to talk, those fathers, I really, 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 really respect.
You grew up in an environment where the both parents are the same. Now you have kids who are different. You people form the group to keep up this acculturation. You say you're the cultural part. It's a good initiative. I'm not even going about the kids now. What I'm going for is the Africanness you people implanted. Ray is Kenyan. Nick is Kenyan. Java is Kenyan. You born in Ghana, live your life in Nigeria. You follow us in a WhatsApp group for Nigerian community. So my point is saying, at what point did you people lose that Africanness, that Africanism among? Because no be the OG for the system we meet.
I can't speak for anybody. This is why I dress the way I dress. Just for me to keep that, to remind myself of that. Is
there a chance to reawaken it?
This is why I organized my festival, Ago Festival, which, by the way, is coming up on the 11th of July in the city center. It's free of charge. And the idea is for different cultures to come and showcase who they are.
You say, you don't go rush do advertisement like that. You go do it well.
No, we will do it well, but just
do it again.
Okay.
Because of what you said now, I will do my best to post this video before that date.
Yeah.
I beg, use the opportunity. Tell us what the Ago Festival is and how they can benefit.
In 2012, I went to my other Finnish mother, who was producing the Night of Art, Lena Nyquist. And then I went to her and I told her that I would like to do something here, something cultural, some African culture, showcase the different diaspora that we have.
Yes.
And then she took me under her wings because she was a cultural producer. She's been doing Night of Art for many years.
Yes.
So she took me under her wings, taught me who I should talk to, where I should go and stuff. So that's how I learned how to event production and everything, how to get the permit and every single thing I learned from her.
Wow.
So I started in 2012 with the African Cultural Festival.
African Cultural Festival.
Yes, that's the one I did. But then I realized that there is more than Africans in this lovely city of ours.
True.
Vaasa is I think after Helsinki, is one of the most diverse cities in the whole of Finland.
Very true.
And we always pride ourselves for speaking more than 100 languages. But the question is, where are these languages? Who are those people that speak this language? So over the years, I've pushed through the city that, please, let's show this thing. Even let's say we pick one language and celebrate every day. I know we have more than, with dialect and everything, we have more than 365 languages that we can celebrate each day. But nobody was thinking, for a lot of people, they think it's too much work. And so I said, hey, I'm going to do this on my own and then through my association. So then I changed the concept from African to a more global festival, which is Ago. And when you notice, what does Ago means in Yoruba? When you say Ago, yes. is to call attention.
Yes, ago. Yes.
Yes, is to call. And the funny thing is that it's the same thing in Ghana.
Oh.
So in Ghana, even in the whole Ghana, when there's a gathering and you say ago, and then they respond ame, so then you call the attention. Hey, I have something to say. So the idea was that, hey, all these languages that we celebrate or we are proud of in Vaasa, now these languages want to come and knock the door of the Finnish people that, hey, thank you for the opportunity for inviting us here. Now let me show you who I am. Don't look at the media, what they are telling you, but this is really, really who we are.
Yes.
That we are going to narrate our own story. So this is why I celebrate this. This is why the festival is called Ago Festival.
Okay.
It's like, hey, we are here, all this language. And not just that, even Finns. Some Finns even don't know their culture.
Shit, man.
I even know more of Finnish culture than even Finns themselves.
You don't mean it?
Yes. Yes.
So you've been doing this Ago Festival for how long now?
Yes, so since we've been doing it, the only time we didn't do was the Corona period.
Okay.
So 2021, 22 we didn't, and then we came back and then we started it again. And now we are working with a lot of students as well.
Okay.
To apart from the cultural aspect, one thing that you also mentioned was the job issue.
Yeah.
And one thing about Finland is that your first job, for you to get a job, they always ask also kokemusta.
Yeah. Experience.
And for foreigners in a new country, how can you say that you have the experience? So this is what I decided to use as a career coach. I decided to use the festival as a platform to also give them that experience. So the festival has different departments. And then if you come to volunteer, I put you based on your, I analyze your strength, then I put you somewhere, that department. And then that department has a head. So I'm running like a company. So I'm the CEO. Yes. So that they can get the hands-on.
Yes.
I don't interfere in anything they do. If you need help, you come to me. Apart from that, handle it on your own.
And that way they develop.
So you develop these skills, then you can put on your CV, because there's one thing to get the skills, but it's another way to also demonstrate how that skills was acquired.
That's true.
So you are able to practice everything, do everything. And then at the end, we sit down if you need help with your CV. We see how we can translate that skills into your CV to fit whatever position you want to apply.
It's really a good initiative. So you guys have heard, if you happen to be in Vaasa, or you can even plan towards the festival.
Yeah, please. It's not for my. A lot of people think I'm doing it. It's actually not for me, because I think where I am now, I don't need any of those. But I'm doing just simply because I believe it's a good platform. Culture is very beautiful. As I've told you, it has helped me to talk to people that normally we wouldn't have had any conversation.
True.
Just because of the dressing, it's able to break the ice, and we're able to
engage.
Yeah, I like your clothes. Oh, thank you. Hey, by the way, my name is. Oh, what do you do? You see, that small thing. Yes. So music, dance. We all, irrespective of where you come from, you like music, you like food, you like dance.
Oh boy.
So that's why I'm using these two. And
go ahead.
Last festival, a lot of people were able to connect, to make new friends and stuff. So it's also a platform. Often we also complain that, we don't get to meet Finns. Last year, you'll be surprised. There were more Finns than even foreigners. And the funny thing, there were even more older Finns that usually is very difficult for you to get. And they were there, they sat there, they had blast, they had fun, dancing different. We have Finnish dance. And we have all...
Yeah, because now it's global.
Now it's global.
It's intertwined. Celebrating the different cultures. So I
bring some of the best top Finnish dance teachers to come and teach, Valsi, is a Finnish,
local dance.
Finnish traditional dance, Valsi.
Okay.
And then Finnish tango. And so we get to learn, so the foreigners get to learn the Finnish way. And then we have Latin, we have Afro dance, we have different. So we basically are,
it's a meeting place.
We are feeding from each other.
Because what I was going to ask you was a feedback I got from Java.
Okay.
about, yes, we have now come to Finland. We have now we now live here. But then there are parts of us from where we have come from, our culture.
Yeah.
What would you say now that is a part of you from Ghana, from your Nigerian experience, and from living in Togo, that you think the Finns or those who are in diaspora should know about? Because if Finns don't even know their own culture.
Please forgive me for saying that, but it's true.
Yeah,
because, for instance, people don't know about menuet. Do you know about menuet? Do you know about polska? Have you danced polska before? I've done that. And this is actually dances that are originally from Ostrobothnia.
Wow.
Menuet, polska, these are dances that are originally from Ostrobothnia.
And many won't know.
And many people even don't know that they exist. Even most people, if you ask, they don't even know that they exist. And these are dances that are actually dying slow by because nobody is speaking it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which part? What about our own culture? Our own dances. Now,
but this is why Ghana, I think we are not losing that.
You push it out there.
Yes, we're actually making sure that we are passing it to generation. This is why I work with also artists from Ghana.
Okay.
So all the things you see I wear, I dress, is from the artist. If a new design comes, I get a call, hey, there's a new, and I get it. I order and I put it on.
You go next time you go order, let me know. I go like to order my own.
So for Ghana, I think this is why there's a huge debate on social media, especially among the Nigerians, and we always have a beef, Ghana and Nigeria.
no doubt about jollof rice.
No, not about jollof rice, but about the cultural scene, because yes, Nigeria is also rich with cultures.
Yeah.
I've lived there, and I think Nigeria also is very, very rich. I haven't been in many African countries, but I have to say that the way Ghana takes their culture is so beautiful. And this is why all the diaspora from the UK, US, everybody is going to Ghana now.
Yes.
Because when you go, look at what happened when I Show Speed went to Ghana.
Yes.
Till today, people are wondering why is that he made a song specifically for the World Cup, but then the attention was on Ghana.
Yes.
Every single shot, there's the Ghanaian flag.
Yes.
There was even a shot that he made the American flag like this and the Ghana flag like this.
You see?
So
because he had a different experience.
Yeah, because he even went to other African countries, but for Ghana, the experience they had, he said they really welcomed him. He really felt like he was home. And that's something.
Yes, that's everything.
That's
because
everything.
Experiences are our lives.
Yes. So that's something. So for me, when it comes to culture, for me, going back to the question you asked, that what are we to
giving back
to give back?
Those who are.
And for me, I think this festival is one way of me giving back. On the other hand, to also try whenever I get the opportunity to also teach them something. Let me give you one funny one. Remember during the corona, there was these guys carrying the casket and dancing.
Yeah.
Guess where it's from? It's from my tribe. Those are the Ghana people. Until today, when you go to Teshin, it's a tradition in Teshin. People travel all the way around the world. There's even a documentary on YouTube, go and watch, that people travel all the way from France to go to Ghana to go and participate in Ghanaian funeral.
Shit, man.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Boy.
And whenever I show, there's no Finn and there is no Westerner that I've shown that clip to. Guess what they say? This is how I want to be remembered. That people should celebrate. Wow. Because Finns often are not, and I understand with Finns, one other thing that I realized before I was so, we have this, that Finns are this, we all.
Yeah.
But one day I sat down and I said, I want to understand why Finns are who they are. And what I came up with is that whenever I have lectures, when I'm lecturing, I use this a lot. I say, imagine you live in your house and then all of a sudden, someone come knocking at the door, and out of hospitality, this is one thing that is common to arts and things.
Yeah.
Out of your hospitality, you invited the person home, and then the person take over your house. You cannot do anything without the person telling you what to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
You cannot do nothing. The person dictates for you. It got to a point, the big land behind your house, the person said, you should go and farm, and you bring the produce, and the person will eat, and whatever is left is what you are going to eat.
It's not a way to live.
It's not a way to live.
No.
So that person did that for a very long time, and then all of a sudden, another person show up and say, hey, I want to have what you're having. And then they fought together, and then they were able to kick the other person that visited, and then they took over, and they took you through the same process again. Okay?
Yeah.
And then finally, after your many generations, they say, no, we cannot tolerate this anymore. We need to do something about this.
Yeah.
And then one day they stood up and they said, enough is enough. And then they were able to at least push them out. Okay? Now they fought, now they have some element of freedom.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, another third person started come, start knocking at your door. How will you respond to that?
Oh. The door is not opening.
Thank you very much.
And if it does, it will only be through the window.
Thank you.
Wait.
Even the window, there's bazooka. Now, this is how things are feeling.
Yes.
Because they build what they have.
True. With their sweat and with their blood.
The 1937 war, the continuation war, the civil war, none of us were here to help them. So why will you all of a sudden come and back to one thing that you said, expectation? And
Yes.
that we have that by itself we are here, so we have this level of expect. Why should they give you? They went all through this war, they were able to drag themselves out. Right after that came the Second World War. They had to defend themselves. Unfortunately, they made some bad choices by joining the Nazis, but hey, it's a survivor thing.
Yes.
We've all been that.
Yes.
But eventually they came back. The 90s, they had a huge, horrible crisis with inflation more than 20%.
Yes. And they survived.
And they survived. So now you come, what are you bringing?
And not just even what are you bringing. You already created a timeline of what you are going to
And that
take.
expectation, and this is the funny thing, because of, thank you, that timeline that you've created, it comes with what? Expectation.
Yes.
And that expectation, you outsource it to someone else.
To produce for you.
Yes. So now you are outsourcing to the things that by months they have to take care of you. It's not their...
I had to ask somebody on the show one time, at any point in time you were applying to study in Finland and coming here to study, did they sign any documentation that they're going to give you a job?
No, well, to some extent, I would say yes, they did. Why? Because some of the people that sold them the school told them that when they come here, they will get it. So
The people who told them, are they the ones who give the jobs?
no, but I mean, they are not bad. I mean, they are working on behalf of some of the institutions. So
The agencies.
yes. So who are you? So in a way, I would say, but on the normal distance, I would say no. But in a way, just to be, logical and see the connection.
Those two created that.
Yes. So in that way, then I would say that yes, they were promised. But on the other hand, it wasn't.
It wasn't the same during my time. Is it because now they're taking tuition? They're now enticing them by telling them it's possible?
No, it's because now, I think it's the previous, the government, not Sanamari, but the previous, when they signed the law to deregulate the Finnish educational system, that's where they started. Because now they took a lot of resources from the schools. Because when I was studying at the universities, it was the teachers had time to focus on us, the students. But now, a lot of self-studies. So, in a way, I think because they had to find the financing, they need to find a way to survive as an institution. So I also understand them. So they don't understand the economy and the country that they are going into. So for that reason, they have to find local agent. But of course, too, this is where I think they are also missing the point that you have people like me and you who lived here. Why not use us to go? And but then go behind us and you went to people that don't know nothing about here. You get it? So that's their fault.
Do they discount people who are of African descent or who are international that were trained by them?
That I don't know what's going on in their mind, but I can't say anything. But we've seen sign. There's been research. There was one professor from Helsinki Aalto University that did an experiment when it comes to employment and stuff. And this is public information. It's on Ile and everything. And there was two different studies. One was just a CV. And just changing the name, the content the same, but just changing the name. But then people got more call because of the name that looks more Finnish than the other one. And the other case was, I think it was also an African who tried to change both names in the same instance. And so even my student, when I do coaching and stuff, sometimes I tell some people to kind of modify the way their name sounds in a way too. No, I'm serious. I tell,
because that's the reality.
Yeah, it's the reality. So I depending on the name, the way it sounds. I mean, and I understand from the Finnish perspective also. It's also back to the example I gave. You've gone through so much, a lot, so you are stuck to familiarity. And one thing I've learned about Finns is that Finns don't like change. Finns hate change. Finns hate change. They don't like change.
They want to stick to what they know.
Exactly. Yes.
They will even remind you this is Finland.
Yes. Yes, yeah. They will tell you that. They don't like change. They like the status quo, the way things are going. They like the way it is. So this is why sometimes when they enact law in Finland, in some countries they enact it within short period of time. They pass it, it has to go. In Finland, they have to wait for a long period of time for adaptation. And even with that, it takes a long time.
It does.
So sometimes you go to institution, they give you, I will tell you once I went to buy insurance back in the days, and one person gave me one information. I was so happy that I finally got I was so happy that I finally have insurance. But then I noticed that the address that they put was wrong. So I said, oh my God. So I decided to go back to tell them that, and then I met a different person.
Yeah.
And then the person told me, no, you are not entitled. So now, the same institution, two different information.
Based on the address.
Based on the assimilation of the change of information.
Based on the assimilation
of the change of information, yes.
Sure.
Because the other one took it, okay, this is the new law, this is how it has to be. The other one was relying on the old law. Because he refused, just ignore it.
This thing you mentioned now, why I was even laughing, is that it was a reality. When the new taxi law changed, every car you use for taxi has to be registered under the company use. And to get the company you use, you also need a company-based insurance. I remember then, if you want to have your company car insured with the corporate insurance in Helsinki, they pay more. So many of my guys who were running taxis in Helsinki would call me, Stephen, hey, come, let us use your address, because they know that Vaasa was a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
So this way, the moment you mentioned our address, it just hit me.
Yeah.
Because the Finland, as we know it, make laws. And some of these laws are
it changes sometimes.
Different
in
municipalities and addresses.
But also even from the political point of view, the coalition that is formed, it's based on policies.
Yes.
So they have a different way, they see things differently.
Yeah.
So when they come, they want to enact certain things.
But it doesn't make it illegal, but it just...
No, it doesn't make it bad. I mean, they believe that, for instance, some of these laws that have come, I believe the next government, when they come, they will reduce a lot of them.
Which one do you think they will change?
I don't know, but for me, I think the unemployment is so absolutely BS. So it's absolutely BS because I mean, look at the number of people are really struggling now.
They're losing jobs.
People are losing jobs. So why will you then say that,
Do you know, I saw in the news, was it this morning or yesterday that I was working? FinCap, the company that bought the land rights to build that silo in Vaasa. That silo is very close to Abo Academy.
But that I think the city will collect that land back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that the company had filed for bankruptcy.
Of course. Do you know how much it costs just to pull down the...
Oh boy.
Just to pull down that...
When I saw that, I was like...
Because they saw that, I think from them, what they realized, the amount they plan to sell the apartment for, and also the material costs would completely be out of their hands. So that's why. And then the Vaasa City came back and told them that, look, we give you, was it a couple of years
to source the funds and start building or do something.
To build, or then they will.
Because of the sea view.
Yeah, of course. That's one. That area is actually those rent-a-car too.
Yeah,
that's the most expensive houses you can find.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I was like, shit.
Yeah.
Well, more companies are.
So a lot of, I mean, since last year, the normal level of bankruptcy. So for me, I think people are going through a lot of pain. So, I mean, the least they have is. But, most of some of the politicians, they think that people are not doing enough to...
Are you going into politics?
Sorry?
Are you going into politics at any point?
No, I'm already in politics, but for me, I'm not a politician. I believe that I can affect change in a different way.
Okay.
So for me, I mean, I was they call me, so a lot of the people, and they call me the Vaasa Barack Obama. Wait. One of them, she called me for Vaasa Barack Obama.
Vaasa Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I've been running for, I think, this last time, the last election was my third time running. But my intention was, I'm not really, I would love, I don't see that if I go there, I'll be able to, based on my temper again. Because I know my temper, but I have a way of speaking and most people don't like it. I speak the truth. I don't care where you are. Most people think it's too harsh. I think maybe the finish is me and it's becoming more and more strong. I speak, if I say, I will tell you the way, and most people don't know how to take that.
Yeah, because Finns say they say what they mean.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the truth, exactly. And people don't, but I know where we come from, or Ghana, and then they would know. But I think this is why sometimes so for me, I guess, and the way I would say certain things, I think certain people probably will not like it. So
what should we be expecting? Because
so for me,
22 years and you're not thinking of leaving. What then should we be expecting from you?
I can't specifically say. I think one of the good things that I have going on, I think, is the festival to also show different lights of the foreigners to the Finnish people that, hey, this is who they are. Don't think about what your media tells you and all this stupid, nonsense that, hey, do you have houses in Africa and all those.
Do you live with lions?
Yeah, and all those nonsense. I mean, so we are using this first to educate people. At least when you come there, you see the dances, you see the food. And a lot of my next goal is to find a way to start doing storytelling. Because when you look at our cultures, we don't document. We don't document. We are storytellers. And that's how we pass it on from generation.
There is this, I don't know if it's one thing in the 90s when we were growing up in Lagos.
Yeah.
Gay
Africa. I remember Goge. I was in Nigeria then.
Man,
I was in Nigeria then. I was in Lagos.
I saw a clip of it. Somebody brought.
I was in Lagos then.
People have been doing migrational stories of the African culture way before even podcast and stuff.
Yes. I remember they used to travel all the way.
Different communities, different culture.
Yes, I remember Goge Africa.
Oh my God!
I was in Nigeria then.
Yeah, when I saw it, there was this chill.
Yeah, I was in Nigeria then. I remember. I can even steal one of the episodes. I have a very, very funny brain that certain things I can play it back. And I remember Goge Africa. I was in Nigeria then.
I think sincerely, wait, I will ask you straight. Is there going to be a renewal of the African strength or African community here in Vaasa?
We are working towards, at least I like the direction to which Nigeria is going now. So now I'm going to, this week I'm going to push to talk to the Ghanaian side, also to go in the same direction.
Okay.
Because first we need to be kind of work individually first, and then after that we combine forces.
I hear that the Cameroonian community they also have regular meetings nowadays.
So it's good. At least I know the Zimbabwe, they actually reached out to our association to collaborate with her. They have their independence coming up, I think, in October.
Okay.
And then I think the Somalis also have, the Congolese, I think they also have. So there's some of there. So I'm currently, I don't want to push people until they are ready. One thing I've learned in Finland is that sometimes we try to run before we crawl. So I try not to do that. So I leave them in their own perspective. I've already established myself as the go place for African, anything African comes to us. So when the Zambians reached out to me, I said, I'm not. So when somebody is ready and they reach out to you, then the conversation is there's a connection. But when you go after them, it's kind of like, hey, why are you, from the Finnish perspective, why are you, So I've learned that before I was chasing, I'm telling you, when I started begging, chasing, I said, okay, I'm not doing that anymore.
Now I will be forced to ask you this.
Okay.
Because I know that we also had that same problem in the Nigerian community here in Vaasa. The one we have right now became a thing after a couple of years. Like, let's say, in fact, it was even registered
it was registered last year. I was there when the document was brought.
Yes, Olawale pushed.
I was sitting when they brought the document for him to sign.
Yes. So the thing is, at some point, the OGs of the Nigerian community felt the new ones who have taken it upon themselves to collate all of us were doing it without their blessings.
But that's a very old way of thinking.
That's why I want to ask now.
No, for me, it's the same. You see, this is why sometimes I think we are not able to progress. This is the old way of thinking.
Which one? Maybe they you can't give them blessing.
This is the old way of thinking that that's the old way of thinking.
So the OGs, when they sit down in their horses, in their high horses, because they've been here, they are established. When the new ones come, for some reasons, do you guys push them away? Is it normal living in Finland, or you just have a different approach?
Me, I'm a one-man show, so I don't, as I told you, I'm a global citizen. My leg is in the Nigerian community, my leg is in the Ghanaian community, my leg is in all the community. So for me, I'm a kind of, I think we just need to change. And this is something that is extremely important for everyone to also observe. Whatever way you've learned how to do things back home, I think we need to change when we come here. The way of thinking, we have to find a way to change that. Otherwise, we will never be able to come together. Never. It's never going to happen.
Because of the highly individualistic system that has been created.
Yes. And also our way of doing things that, yes, it's good to respect, but this hierarchical
respect is
not. It's good for me to respect you, but for this hierarchical, this thing is because if you look, Finland, they always say matala. Everything, the organization is flat. Yes, there is, you have your boss, but you can easily walk on your boss.
And call your boss by his name.
If you go to, can you dare even? Back home, can you dare?
You don't even see him before you even call him by his first name.
Good. So that works there. But once you come here, we need to learn to. That doesn't mean that you change that. And this is why I say one of the most important competence that I think it has really helped me a lot is adaptation. And one of my favorite animals is the chameleon. The chameleon doesn't change any part of his limbs, but is able to adapt to whichever environment it finds itself. And even in biology, Darwin said the species that fail to adapt goes what?
Extinct.
Thank you very much. And this is why a lot of people in our community are struggling, because they are failing to adapt.
Even the old ones are becoming reduced.
Yes.
Like they are going extinct.
Yes.
You only get to even know they are even around when you meet them in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Because they don't think that.
No, because the expectation leads to bitterness, and bitterness leads to withdrawal, and withdrawal leads to isolation.
Please say this. Do you think we should let them rewind? Do you think we should end this? No, we're not going to end this episode now. Let us take a short break. We're going to take a short break. No, don't sit down well. I'm not going to let that go. Oh boy! Please, we are going to take a break. The water don't go. We're going to break. Coach, you don't give me.
Make I chop my groundnut.
If you are just joining us, you will clearly not have known where we stopped. It will be best that you go back to get the highlights of that first part of this video. That is the first part. Please watch it. Either it is posted on its own or put it together as one long video. Do not watch this second part without watching the first part. Otherwise, you will not know what is crippling the African community in Finland. And not only in that philosophy is not only in Finland,
No.
it's everywhere in the Western world. Coach, the Vaasa Barack Obama. You don't bust my brain.
Whenever I see that lady, as soon as she see me, she's called me Professor Barack Obama. I said, come on, please.
Because you have lived up to it.
I'm trying my best.
Man, you gave me something nobody has contextually said in the rightest of ways.
It's not from me, it's from Baba.
You know, I always say this. I will do us a disservice if I invite guests to the show and give them list of questions.
I mean, that's not a podcast. Of course, there are podcasts with specific topic, but if you want to have a great conversation with people, let the question come from the conversation.
Let it flow.
And let it flow, yeah. And I think it makes both the host and the guests to be more relaxed.
Yes.
Yeah, like we are just talking. It's
Yes.
like, I mean, we are in a hey, this is our cafeteria, but we don't have a pool. We have
Ekpa.
granite.
We have granite. As the Western biscuits no go, we go back to the African way. Ekpa ni o.
Akpa, that's it.
Seriously. You just mentioned it is happening within the Igbo community. It's happening within the Nigerian
everywhere.
community.
It's everywhere.
The OGs don't like to do with the new Gs. And you just clearly explained.
But remember, when the British came to Africa, what rule did they use? Remember, divide and conquer.
Divide and conquer.
Yes.
So these old Jews who have stayed here so long, who are choosing not to socialize and interact with the new ones who are coming, they are not doing so because the new ones are disrespectful. They are
Not that, because they remember expectation. They feel like their glory has been taken away from them. That they've labored and these people are coming to. I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Nobody take their own now.
But they are not seeing the big picture. And the reason why I say they are not seeing the big picture, because in some cases, for instance, a farmer plants the land, But before he plants land, usually someone else come to cut the trees.
That's true.
You get it? Someone come and cut the tree.
Yes.
Someone come and clear the weeds before
Yes.
the farmer start to plant.
Yes.
But then the farmer is the one that benefit. So what happened to the other people? So sometimes the OGs, their role as God intended was for them to come and lay the groundwork for these new ones coming. So their glory might not be from what they've done, but to them they see that they are owned. But that's also the kind of the narrow-minded way of looking at things. Because if they are thinking that way, they are also forgetting that the OGs too, you are also giving birth to kids. Very soon, you will live, but someone has to take care of yours. But then the groundwork that you did for this people, that's the only way they will be able to take care of yours. So you need to look at the long term. But this is also one of our big problems. I mean, we see that in our politicians. Very short-sighted. I mean, they give them contract. You see,
they amass
wealth and stuff without thinking about their generation and generation to come. So when we see that, and this is actually well documented in psychology. This is why I said our work continue, because as a kid, between the age of 0 and 7 is the most critical age in any kid's life.
To be able to be instrumental in guiding them.
The moment whatever is planted that age is going to follow you for the rest of your life. And this is where Carl Jung was saying that until you make the unconscious conscious, listen, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it faith.
Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you call it faith. So this bitterness that they have because they have lived here so long and are unable to meet up their own expectation, it leads them into withdrawal from the new ones who are coming to the environment that they live in. And they become isolated.
Now you get it now.
I do.
So that's why Carl Jung make that statement. So that's why it's good for you to sometimes ask yourself, the way you are behaving, the way you are doing things, is it truly the real you, or is as a result of the pre-programming in your childhood? And that's why I'm connecting to our elders, our leaders.
Yes.
Because
yes.
Yes. I'm seeing what they are doing on TV.
Yes.
Subconsciously, they are planting a seed for me. Tell me about that. When I grew up,
Sama. Good.
There you go now. Now you understand why.
And we are busy blaming those who are coming new, that they are having high expectations. But we that are old, we are not.
We don't see
in them.
No.
Because we feel they have to come and pay us homage. And that bitterness is leading to our... Because I see this
because some of them, some of the new ones, they come with the glory of God. Things happen to them very fast.
Yes.
And then some of us, we've been here and things are not happening the way we want. But that doesn't mean that yours is not going to happen. But as long as you stay in that bitterness,
it's never going to happen.
Palace. Let me glorify
you. In that palace. that palace of isolation. How can you withdraw and expect things to happen for you?
Sometimes you need that young to actually also lift you up. Remember what because my dad is from Ife.
Okay.
Only Omodegbon, Agbagbon, la fi da Ile Ife.
Ọmọdégbọ́, àgbàgbọ́, la fi dá Ilé Ifẹ̀.
So it means to build Ile-Ife is a community. To be a community, you need the wisdom of both the young and the old. So you cannot say because you are old, therefore, whatever you say goes. And this comes, before we started, remember what I said. Humility. This is why every passage in the Bible, they always talk about humility.
Yes.
God said, be humble and I will what?
Yes.
I will lift you up.
Yes. I see it. And I see it I happen to be so in love with my elements that everywhere people are is where I tilt to. I love people. It's one of the reasons why I love what I do.
Now you understand why I love coaching.
Yes. I drive taxi every day. I meet people. I have interactions with people. I have conversations, short trip, long trips. It gives me joy to hear and to converse with people because that is the only true thing to life.
But what makes life?
People.
There you go.
Experiences, conversation.
Good. What makes a community is the people.
What are you?
A space without the people is
nothing.
Good. Yeah.
So, in fact, there was one time we were having a conversation, and somebody said publicly, the grill we are going to have this year, let it be within those who are members. We don't want people who only come and do with us when we are enjoying. And I get it. Because why? There are people who have been here old. They feel too big to come to meetings. They feel too important not to associate. But then they know how to come with their kids when we come to grill. She said,
I understand.
Yeah. So why are you coming with intention to harvest
when you haven't sold?
When you have not sold. The people you consider to be bigger than are the ones now who are going to make the food you are going to come and enjoy. So,
but that tells you the short-sightedness.
Yeah, no, you gave me what I was not expecting to get today, and it clearly explains it.
That gives you the short-sightedness. Because they are so short-sighted.
And this bitterness is deep.
Yeah.
It's deep. You won't even, some will even express it telling you, hey, no, I don't big past those things. They will tell you. But then, that you don't big past those things, I make you. In Igbo language, we have this wise saying, Onye onwe ya ka ahụ, ọkwakọrọ be ya. A person who is too full of himself will end up going to his home. He will be within the confines of his home. There will be nobody there with him because he is too full of himself.
The palace of isolation.
The palace of isolation. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
20 years, 30 years, 40 years. It's a number. It's how you position your mind. Even the old trees. I have a tree here that is over 50 years old. We live in this house now for about 6 years. The tree is older than the house itself. But every year, the tree produces new leaves, new branches.
But these people have failed to produce new branches. And with time, what will they do? The tree will die off.
Yes.
And the new one will sprout.
There will always be new people.
And it will start taking that resources away.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The new plants around those. Yeah.
And start sucking and
Take up the sunlight. And even replace the old ones.
But if you decide to renew your leaves, what happens? You actually spread your leaves.
I don't know if you have seen this trend. Because it's also another thing now. So I can talk it get my mind. I want to man prefer láti máa pe àwọn tó wà. They prefer to be in communication with those who are far away from their environment. Is it a thing among the OGs? You live in Vaasa. Most of those people you talk to are people who are either in UK or in Canada or in US because you see them as your mates.
I don't have any connection with any of them. None. There's only one. Yeah. Among my classmates, there's only one that, by even him, we don't talk every day. once in 3 months, once in 6 months, once in a year, in some time.
So you are present where you are.
Yes, I chose to.
So
in the beginning, it was quite tough that there's something wrong with you. But I realized that because if I'm always around people, all these things I'm sharing with you, how will I be able to observe? And this is why they are not turning new leaves, because they always tend to be around people. And this is why I tell my students also that, look, just be extremely fortunate to be in Finland. Finland gives you the opportunity to be with yourself and to find the true self, the real you. Because back home, as I said, collective, you have been told what to do. You're always around people. Let's be honest, when you're back home, have you ever sat down once and said, my phone is off,
No.
let me think about myself?
It doesn't happen.
Good.
It doesn't happen. There are people everywhere.
Good.
Do you travel to Ghana or to Nigeria regularly?
No, I haven't been. The last time I was in Nigeria was, no laugh, 2017.
2017.
Even though I lived there, I went there, I couldn't stay, I ran away.
Ghana call.
Ghana 2019.
When you travel back home and you come back, how do you feel?
I don't know, when I go back home, I actually miss this place.
What then do you miss when you are back home?
I don't miss anything. And the reason why I only miss, the only thing I miss, because at one point I was living with, due to certain family issues and stuff, I had to leave school. So my dad took us to my mom's, so we went to the family.
Okay.
The family house, so we were living there, and that place was very close to the sea. So I really miss the smell of the sea. You know, and I really learned a lot of how to survive.
In the sea, in the water?
Yes.
So you swim?
I know I'm not a good swimmer, but how to survive. If I'm left today on an island, I'll survive.
Wow.
How to climb the coconut tree, how to peel the coconut without needing anything, to peel the whole back and have only the shell.
Yeah.
And you know how to do that, how to preserve, how to catch fish, everything. I learned that.
Oh boy.
So I really miss, and especially
I don't go live with that too.
Yeah, it was really a joy. Look, we wake up in the morning, no food, nothing. The only thing we have is our hook and line.
And nature will provide.
You
know how to get it from the nature. It's now up to you. Are you skilled enough?
Yeah. So then we just wake up. You know, it was really bad that time. My mom wasn't working, nothing. Things was really bad. So I, my younger brother, and then some of the neighbors, our cousins and stuff. And then we go and say, what's the plan for today? What kind of fish? Because there are different fish that we could catch.
Yeah.
So we say, which one are we
going for?
Are we going for shell or we are going for fish? Okay, if it's fish, which one? Because which type of fish will determine which part of the sea we have to go.
Oh boy.
So I learned a lot about the fishes, the way they eat, the way, you know, because each fish does not all of them eat the same. How to, you know, even to, do you know kenke?
Yes.
I can use kenke to catch fish.
This kenke you mentioned now,
Call me, doctor.
Yes.
Yeah, I can use kenke to catch fish. Not the whole kenke, but there's a way we do it that, you know, because when you drop it in the water, what happens? There's a way I can do that. It will stay on the hook. I'll throw in the water and it will stay there.
Maybe that's the way they come from coconut. Just the way they go like this.
Which one?
The hook and line now.
Yeah, but this one we don't use that one. We use our hand. So I use my hand to feel when the fish is eating.
Hey, another level.
I can sense when it's eating. You can calculate. You can know when it's taking the food completely in the mouth. Yeah, you can calculate when it's completely has the food in the mouth completely. You can know when they count. There's a lot of that you can, because there's a way they count, so the sound can pop up, pop, 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 pop. So then you can't, you kind of it's kind of rhythm, music. So ta 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 ta. So you know that it's going to repeat the same rhythm. So when you go to the next one,
you pull them out.
You pull out, yeah, and then.
You mentioned adaptation as one of the very...
Maybe that's one of... That's where I...
And I want to come back to Finland now. 22 years is a long time. And for somebody like you to still be evergreen in this society, you really got things right.
No, I didn't.
Not all. But you see, one thing I always say is that numbers do not tell emotions. Numbers are true.
Yeah.
People who have stayed here in a shorter time than you, you don't find them in the street. They are hiding. They don't want you to see them. You don't hide. You are upfront.
No, I hide. I'm actually very...
No.
You see, this is one of the...
Wait. You don't see. You don't see yourself.
I am a very quiet, and people think
I know you. I know you are quiet. This is the first time you and I are actually sitting down.
That's true.
Since how many years I've been in Vaasa?
That's true.
But I've seen you in different places. And all of the places I've seen you, you've had very distinct role. I'm not saying it to your front to appease you or make you feel good. I'm telling you, I have not seen you anywhere in an environment where there is nothing distinct about you. The first place I would say I actually saw you that hits my mind is at Rafid, the mechanic.
Yeah.
We were just having, one of us just there outside. Me, I can't fix my car.
Yeah.
So we were just having small talk.
Yeah, I remember. I can even see it now.
Yeah, you have a small talk.
Yeah.
And then you told me, I think you also have African stuff, bangles, yes. We had a small talk, it ended there.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that day. Yeah.
Then the second time, it wasn't even through you, but then I think it was casual. But the one that brought us even a lot closer was when I came for football practice.
Yeah.
And it was somebody who I went...
Yeah, one of my players who you took from the airport recommend that.
Yes, I should come and join. And then I came. Because I saw the thing, you did close to my house here now, I go buy boots. So what I mean is, and now you are in the festival. You have an Agro festival that you've been doing since 2012. And you are still visible in the city. You are still alive in the city. I know what I'm saying.
Okay, I get where you are coming from.
Yeah, because people don't hibernate themselves. You mentioned it. Not be only you come 22 years ago now.
No, there are people that actually came before me that I still occasionally bump in the city.
So, this is where I'm going. And I hope you're going to be very sincere with us on it.
Okay.
Adaptation requires some skills.
That's true.
You have to have gone through life.
Which I have.
Yes. I beg. Tell us some of the things, the skill sets, or the things that come to mind, that the new ones, or the ones we don't even come after you, we don't hibernate themselves, go fit learn or take from your story. So that we can also be relevant 22 years after in the society or environment where we live.
My story is my story.
True.
And the way everything I've been through, I don't think it's the same way someone else. So the only way, or the only thing I would say would be for them to, as I said, be present, sit down with themselves and do some self-reflection to see how has the journey been and what has been the lesson
from the journey.
Because usually we don't do that. As you remember at some point where they are just going.
We're in a hurry.
We are in hurry. Hurry to where? So sometimes it's good to kind of pause. And that's why I believe that every international that has the opportunity to be in Finland is a blessing.
Why do you say that?
I say that simply because it's the time for you to actually, because this place gives you the time to think. It's really, because now there's no distraction. Kò sí ìyá, kò sí bàbá,
Kò
sí ìwọ nìkan. Ọ̀yọ́, you're on your own.
Ọ̀yọ́ yìí ọmọ ó wáyé o.
Oh, why? You're on your own.
And this place amplifies
And this place amplified that. And a lot of us don't know how to deal with that silence.
Ọ̀rọ̀.
A lot of us don't know how to deal with that silence. So we always want to find something
To fill it up.
fill it up.
Does that lead to
Yes, that's what lead to all this other stuff that we mentioned.
shit, man?
And it's the same thing. That silence is also like looking at the mirror, and most people don't like seeing what they. Yeah,
Yeah, they don't like the image.
and
they
this is
see.
why I say that change is very painful.
Ah,
So it's like looking at the mirror and peeling your own skin, so that the new layer can.
I have seen somebody who told me that he gets tired from doing nothing.
Yeah. It's because the person is running away from something.
Yes.
Whoever says that is running away from something.
He moved to Finland 2 years ago. Everywhere, space there, silence
Yes.
there.
And that's one thing
He
about
dey
Finland.
tire
is
am.
Space. Imagine, I live in Isolo. You know Isolo?
Yeah.
Oshodi Isolo,
Yeah.
local government, next to Mushin.
It's full. It's populated.
Thank you very much. So if I can...
I don't want to say Idi àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù nìyẹn because it's
No,
not
but
close to Lekki.
it is,
Yeah, if you call Mushin-
if you take Mushin or Isolo, Mushin, and AJ,
Olosha, all those places.
if
yeah,
you are able to solve, those places are...
those are. You will
So,
know
yeah.
if Akoijaye go all the way to.
What if I even tell you that when I was there, I was living alone
I never had that experience in Nigeria.
with my sibling, no father, no mother. At one point, one of my teachers even asked me, "How many girls have you impregnated?"
He's worth asking. He's worth asking
Because I was the head boy.
in the school then.
Yes,
Which school did you actually go to?
it's all comprehensive high school
Wow.
next to Holy Savior Grammar, but now they changed the law, so they gave it back to the
Missionaries.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Solo. It was the third school.
So
I remember once. I remember once after school we have these classes. So I was, I said I'm a head boy. So. So, and things were really tough. Well, because of my head, I can survive. So I was surviving. The ladies, I don't know where they get money, but they always have money. So I had to survive somehow.
So the ladies were bringing the money.
Yeah. So they took me. We went to eat. They bought me, and we were coming. And I think, if I remember, 2 ladies here, and then either 1 or 2 here, and I was in the middle. So as we were going to the class, I saw my Greek teacher walking towards the door. So I thought maybe he was walking in the staff room, he was going. So the moment we got to the door, he also appeared at the door, and then he called my name. Back then, my Bamidele. He said, Bamidele. I said, sir. And then the teacher just looked at me and he said, Oshawo Lumafin where?
Oh, big baby.
No, I didn't get it. Okay. I didn't get it. And back then, because I live alone, occasionally my dad was still living in Ghana.
Yeah.
And then occasionally he would send the drivers to bring us some imperial ladder. Imperial ladder is soap.
Yeah.
So he likes it also. He will send us some imperial, and sometimes he will send us geisha.
Yeah, the fish. Yeah.
No, the fish.
The sardine.
No, geisha soap is big like this. There's this
Yeah.
that's one low. Yeah. So he sends. So I then look at her and say, sir, well, this morning I used geisha. And then the next thing he said was, Joe, though I work for me, or shank, give me off you work. Can't bring my telling me why tell you before I realized. Oh boy! Before I realized what he was trying to.
And sometimes our mind do not go to this.
No.
Because we are naively.
I was in survival mode.
Yes.
Look, I wake up in the morning. I make sure I dress well. We had this butter color shirts and then blue trousers or shorts. So the color combination is so beautiful with our uniform. It's so beautiful. So you have blue and then this butter color, and then here we have the blue small.
Yeah.
It's really so I iron,
You look sharp.
It looks sharp. So I think it gives you some level of respect. The way you carry yourself. And in the class too, at least you have something here.
Yes.
That your classmate comes to you, you teach them and stuff. So, it created some competition among the ladies.
Wow.
So I didn't know, but now looking back, I think subconsciously I decided I need to tap into this because I don't have money. I have to survive. So let me use my charm and stuff to survive.
You don't have money.
I don't have money.
But you have charm.
I have charm.
Finnish people call it charm, yeah. So you were using it to get
my charisma, charisma and also my intelligence.
Do you use those here too to get the women who are in this land?
I don't. I'm not really. I don't.
Do they come at all?
Of course.
Naturally.
Now they do. I mean, I've had one. There was once. This lady later told me, I don't know if I should say it, but later she told me, because I wasn't really, I think we were in the city center and I had some of the guys, we had the drums and we were playing, and then there were a lot of people standing there. And then I saw her, but I just looked, and then I just took I was too much in the coach, because the drumming the music is also my way of, I use it to transcend to a different world.
Okay.
When I'm drumming and singing, I close my eyes. Even though physically I connect, I kind of feel like, free. So I was singing, and so at some point, something led to another. We get to meet and we're talking. And then she brought up that day that she was looking at me, giving me eyes, hoping that I would notice her, but I completely ignore her. Yeah. And I think there's been another case, some people, now I'm beginning to be more aware, the way they will touch you, the way it's,
Is it only native or even African?
Yeah, all. So you see that. When women like you, there's a way they will approach you. They will give you, because they are afraid of, being rejected, but they have some subtle sign. They come close to you. There's so many. So
how do you? No, because the reason why I ask also is that this is a conversation. Things flow.
Yeah.
There are so many guys who have found themselves misinterpreting these signals from these women, and sometimes
it's because those guys don't know themselves. Yeah.
There was an incident. There was a friend of mine who drive taxi in Pori. Told me one day that he had a girl in the car. Everything was all, like you will see all the flags green. He has read in the news of several taxi drivers who have found themselves wanting after this kind of situations. So he didn't want to be caught in that web of, you were drunk, I was drunk, you took advantage of me. So what he did was, he brought his complimentary card and gave to her. Go home. Call me in the afternoon if you truly want us to connect.
That's a good way. Yes. That's a very wonderful thing to do.
Deji, so now you have to talk about.
That's a very, very...
Deji told me this.
Because that tells me that he knows himself.
Yes.
He knows
And when Deji mentioned that to me, it stayed.
Yeah. He knows himself.
Because it's a very thin dotted line that people.
And that's why I said that you need to know yourself for you to know that not all these signs you have to take on. Because if a woman wants you and she likes you, she will give you so many chances.
Not that one night stand.
No.
If a woman likes you,
she will give you
so many chances.
Yes. No matter what you do, if she made up her mind that I like this man, no matter what she would.
So I'm asking this now because of our also young
and that's what I'm saying. At least for them, don't take that first signal as
real.
No. Because if she truly wants something,
because a lot has fallen into that rape.
I've been here. I've known people that have been sent home, people that have been in prison. I know so many. So, yeah.
So it's a thing. It happens.
Yes.
They'll give you all the whole green lights.
Yes.
One even told me, Fasan in Poluku is somewhere there in Fasan.
Very close to me.
In Ristunumi.
Yeah, very close to me. Yeah.
She looked me. I told my wife this. She looked me in the eyes and told me I should follow her. That I might not get this opportunity again. This is somebody who I picked up from Pete Kakatu with two guys. She alone was the one who was in the front. I dropped the guy somewhere in Huutonemi. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same route. Yeah.
And then she was the one, who now left, dropped off in Ristonemi. And she was telling me that if I should come with her, like it's an open invitation.
Yeah.
Come and enjoy.
No, but we know how the devil works.
My brother,
it gives you the most cheapest stuff. You think that you got it free, but then there's always a price behind.
Thank you. Guess what? The following day, now still me then give the right to go pick the lady from that fasten in Katu back to the city center. And she completely forgot or even mentioned
Thank you
that
very
it was
much.
me.
Thank you. So imagine if you had gone, she woke up. Now you now you understand. This is why I said
something I don't know who we don't share and give.
Good. But apart from that, but still.
They tell me say if I don't get opportunity now, I don't get them again. What is the opportunity there? And I like the way you said it, that if a woman truly likes you,
if she truly likes you,
she would give
and this is why sometimes these young men, they have a lot going on for them. They allow women to kind of completely derail
their intentions,
their plans in life. Yeah, because they don't know themselves.
Man.
Because once you know yourself, you know that okay, these are not the clear sign.
Do you know how many guys who have lost their taxi driver's licenses?
Of course,
in Finland.
Because I don't know.
All of Oriko.
Because it's free. The thing is cheap. There's been cases of taxi drivers that trying to kind of tell.
Yes.
It's because they don't know themselves.
Man, this
is something that I've come to. The more I kind of have that, as I said,
because I want to make you give me that geisha soap, make I begin to the use. So
you already get one.
Because truly, there's a level of discipline the Western world requires for you, especially men.
No, but for us, it's also our problem. It's also our culture. Because, for instance, when you see things at a very young age, Finnish men and women are already going to sauna naked. So it's nothing to them. This is why for a Finnish woman to tell you, I love you, to use that word, it means a lot. But when you look at our community, see the way we throw it. We just throw that word out anyhow. And because of culture, religion, and stuff, we are not allowed to mingle with the opposite sex. So we are not able to learn about them and to understand the cues and stuff. So when that person leave that place here and come here, and a simple smile Babati Dide. Things, whereas she's just been nice. So this is why I say that, our cultures and stuff, it has its good side, but it also has its draw side. Likewise here too, the way of living and stuff has its good side. Likewise, it has its bad side as well. So for us, we're actually in a very good position. And this is something that I think migrants need to take advantage of. And this is what I'm doing now. I pick the good here, and I pick the good here, and create something unique for myself.
Yes. That you can apply it.
I can apply it, yes.
You be present.
Yes, this is where I see, and this is where adaptation is still. Because adaptation means that I still keep my limbs and everything. I only change my form just so that I can get, a chameleon does that so that I can eat.
Yes. Yes. And then be able to survive in that environment.
Exactly.
22 years, you don't pack euro for this country. I mean, you don't come before then. You meet
I met Euro. No, I didn't make marker.
Okay.
I think just before they changed it. Was it 96 or 98 or something? That's when they changed.
So you don't pack the euro they come up for this country.
Well, where are you parking? Here, you cannot park anything go anywhere.
Are you a millionaire yet?
Where are you parking into?
You never build that for Ghana, I mean for Nigeria.
No, but where are you parking it to? What do you mean I'm parking? Here you cannot park anything. you rub it out to paper.
Because people they come, they carry expectation.
That's what I'm saying, and this is what I'm saying. Look, excuse me, because somebody is doing something, that doesn't mean that everybody should rush to. Let me even give you. Thank you for this example. Now, let me even make it so that. Why will you be living here? You don't eat, you don't take care of yourself. You pack the money, go buy land. I'm not saying it's nothing bad. You build a house, but you don't stay there. And always they are sending you a bill. While this is now where you made your move, why not save the money and go to the bank and take a loan and get your own apartment here?
Some people will tell you charity begins at home.
You can, if you want to do it for your parent or that's okay.
Because they will use it, right?
Because they will use it. They will live in it.
I know somebody who, through cleaning, I also, through cleaning, worked, got money, built something back home. That's, today I can say my mom lives there.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's the only way you can pay them back.
And I'm still hoping that I will save more money to beautify it and standardize it.
No.
But even as much as many of us too have been caught in that web of trying to build our own, I never finished them. In fact, there was even one I bought. I thought I was going to even live there. I took my... Don't laugh me. Of course I have to laugh. Don't laugh me.
Because that's what I said.
You told me, say...
And this goes to what was rushing, because you are rushing to do that, yet you are not able to even enjoy that.
It was
what does it profit a man to own the whole world and loses his soul?
And now I don't realize them.
Yeah. So imagine if you have put the money, I mean, you could have got a wonderful Makoti Talo here and have everything. The kids can run around, nice grass, And
you are seeing them. Everybody's seeing the house.
People can come, you throw party. Why can't you do it here too?
Where you are.
This is where I am now.
As you mentioned it now, I would just be nice to just give it a bit. You have more experience, more lived experience than me in this. I have made my own fair share of mistakes.
That's the only way we can all learn.
Yes. And I try to use this medium to tell those. I made a video about it, about not going. Buy the same size you are renting right now. Start from there.
Yeah.
That same one room where enter you, where you pay person rent as you come. Buy that size for where you dey. They live there. But now you don't carry and go to the next level. And you have lived here longer than I have. So from my own fair share of experience and mistakes, I am beginning to recede. Like, hey, I am losing my soul trying to keep chasing.
Yeah.
You got to that point at some point in your life. And now you are having this opportunity to tell us much more. person wey no build house for Nigeria or for Ghana, and he no buy for here,
There's nothing wrong with that.
there's nothing wrong with that
There's
too.
nothing absolutely wrong with that.
So a person can be a tenant abroad and still have.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
No be more say we must buy.
Let me ask you, how many Finns own their own houses?
That's a very, very big percentage of people or Finns don't own their own houses.
Thank you.
And they are born here.
Thank you.
So that it won't be as if we are only painting people to buy houses.
No. I'm not saying that.
But the point is
but
to be able to live.
But for me, it will be my joy and my pride to hear that my fellow person owns his own place.
Yes.
What it tells me is that the person has acknowledged that this is where I live now.
True.
And that actually has a huge psychological effect. It calms you down. Because then you are no more chasing anymore. You have accepted
To be present
be adapted
where you are.
where you are. So when I hear my brother, someone say, "Oh, I own my own apartment," it is. I'm not envious of that. I'm actually very happy that finally it got to their head. Otherwise, then they will just be the tennis ball, just go up and down. But the moment you get, it means that something within you have told that, hey,
Let's breathe.
yeah.
Let's collect
And
it.
you can see all those people that does this, when I see them, they are more relaxed when I see them. You know, no, I'm serious. They are more relaxed.
Yes. Yes, because
They are
now
more relaxed, and they look. I mean, you can see around them that they are more, because they have acknowledged that, hey, I'm not going. This is my home now.
because the greener pasture does not end.
No,
And what we are going to become does not end.
no,
And what we hope we could have done does not end.
no. But this is where you are. Tọ́lọ́mà sọ pé bíbá ìlú máa rí nǹkan tó mú fẹ́ fún ẹ. Ó ti tán. Then you get it here.
And àsìkò náà ni ayé o.
Yeah.
Àsìkò láyé o. We cannot continue to run. Man, it has been over 2 hours of having
It's
conversation.
okay.
And we have to roast you. You don't come on the show without being roasted. So we are going to call it an end to this segment. We need to get him roasted before he leaves. So it has been a long one. Truly, we can keep going like this.
We can. I mean, there's. When you're rock on, you wake up.
Another way. This is a good guess.
We will find another time and do a different. And for me, I like sharing my story and telling people, because I've noticed that, as we said, a lot of people are struggling because they don't get. As I said, the support system is missing.
Yes.
And this is why I really applaud you for doing this, at least for people to come here genuinely and share their story, and with the hope that to fall on someone's ears and to help someone to also become better.
Yes.
For me, I want to see people become better than I am.
Yes. Again, I think it's our culture. I think it's failing
It's
us
not
somehow.
our culture. Remember, it's our programming. That's different from culture. It's our programming. Remember I said between 0 and what? 7.
The programming.
In psychology, that's what it's the programming.
It will stick. So
This is why everybody plays with your kids. Make sure that you bring them up. That first 7 years, whatever you teach them or whatever you say around them, don't think they are not listening. That's going to determine how they are going to become. This is a proven psychological program. This is why when you go to therapists, what do? Send you back your childhood.
To discuss
your child. How did you grow up?
To know where these things
exactly
is
to
coming
know how. Yes.
Because where I was going to go is that I have not lived here so long, but I've lived long enough to know that we are only motivated to talk about our story when we have big things, big accomplishments,
Programming.
programming.
Because that's only when we see when
Yes.
our politicians, when they do something, that's only when they come out.
Yes.
But apart from that, they don't come out to share the challenges they are going through.
Thank you. So people want to tell you they have recorded these successes. You know, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm only then. But then, what is lost in the process is that there is a struggling young man, that is a struggling young woman, that is a single mother out there, there is a woman who is struggling in our marriage, there is a man who is struggling with his finances, there is a man who has too many expectations for himself. It is weighing him down. And the people who have lived longer than him or her, or the women who are in the marriages of 15, 20 years, who have insights on the daily living. You see that daily living? The day by day.
This is why on the previous podcast I was talking about the coaching is very, very important.
It is.
You know, coaching, mentoring, of course, the rules are a bit different, but if you can get a mentor or a coach, it's very, very important. And I also believe that every African or every international needs to have this so that they can help you learn to unlearn to learn.
Yes.
On my website, coachme2.fi, I have an article that I actually wrote about it.
Please, you send me the link. I will attach it to the description of this video.
You should go and read that article because it's a concept that I've seen that because of the pre-programming, we have to learn to unlearn that
programming
and then create a new one. Exactly.
So what I try to do is I leave this podcast only on lived experiences. Come share the things that you have lived that somebody else can utilize.
I think it's a beautiful thing to do because nowadays we don't even talk to ourselves. Everybody has the head is down. You don't have to. We can continue. You don't have to. We don't talk to ourselves. You know,
and we don't learn from ourselves.
And we don't learn from ourselves
because we are not talking to ourselves.
No, because we think we know ego.
Aha.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, ego. You know I'm there. You know, Peru. Ego. I'm there. For me, the only thing I have. I'm not egoistic. Most people, I've had people even that have never spoken to go around and think that I'm ego. For me, it's only disrespect. Don't ever disrespect me.
No, I would actually add to it. I think you are highly approachable.
For me, do not ever. Once I don't mind if you, I will laugh with you. This is why I coach. The guys I coach with, we laugh, we make fun. This is why I like, I don't care. Because I believe that what I said earlier on, it takes the knowledge and the wisdom of the young and the old to build their community. So I cannot discontinue the young ones. Agbagbon, la fi da ile Ife. So for me, that's been my principle. Because sometimes I meet young people and, with the moment you think that you know more than them, then you've already lost. Because we are coming from a different generation. They are coming from a completely different generation. They are more into the modern day technology than you are.
Yes.
So there's always something to learn from them.
And not be you, they teach me now about zipping.
Zipping and
that was like before podcast.
Let me even give you one funny thing that even happened lately. It happened on Saturday. I called with my kids. I hate social, but because of my kids and the distance, so they said they have Snapchat, so I also downloaded Snapchat.
Okay.
And they said TikTok, so I also got it. They said Instagram, so I also got it. So my daughter sent me something on Snapchat. So I saw it. So then I replied to her, hey, are you up for a call? So we're talking and I had sent her a video previously from TikTok.
Okay.
Look at how my daughter made me look stupid. I had sent her something. So there was an incident in the US regarding a kid who drove the car into the wall.
Okay.
And killed the boyfriend and the friend of the boyfriend, but she survived.
Okay.
So she sent me that she watched that movie, that she doesn't know what to make of it. So I promised her that I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. and then we can have a discussion.
Okay.
So I watched it, and it was quite an interesting story. So in my head, I was thinking, what's going on in my daughter's head? Why is it that this thing is bothering her? So when I called her, we were talking, and during that period, I jumped upon an article that was talking about the same thing.
Okay.
That led me to a TikTok.
Yeah.
That with this lady that was later jailed, and then in jail was dating one other lady, and then that lady came out, so she was able to be released before the one that committed the offense.
Yeah.
So she was sharing the story of what happened. So I came across that clip that shed light on a lot of things that the documentary did not talk about. So I sent it, I watched it on TikTok, but then I sent it to my daughter on WhatsApp. And guess what my daughter asked me? You have TikTok? I have TikTok. Why didn't you send it to me on TikTok?
Why did you send me the link of WhatsApp? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Imagine.
She made me look stupid.
Because we are both here.
I was holding the phone and I sat there and said, crap. Ọmọdé, tó bá jẹ́ Nàìjíríà wà mú
Wọ́n ti gbà.
Bàbá ẹ̀ ló bá sọ̀rọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Oh, no.
But then I paused. I said, wow, ọ̀rọ̀ lọmọdé yìí sọ.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. See that wisdom.
Yes. We are here. So why are you bringing it?
Yeah. We are both here. We both have. So why didn't you just send me there? And because I sent it to WhatsApp, she said she hasn't even seen it. She hasn't even watched it. Because they spend more time on TikTok.
Oh boy. 2026, parenting children. We really have.
So for me, I need to catch up. I need to understand what is going on.
Yes.
And by having that relationship with them, it's actually making it easy for me to also connect with other kids.
Yes.
Because they are telling me what's going on. And sometimes they even tell me how they are dealing with their friends, the challenges they are having, and stuff. So when I have this, either as a teacher, you have classroom, and sometimes you have, this preschool and stuff, and they are going through, I'm able to connect and relate to them and speak their own language, because this generation have a different language they are speaking. Our generation, we have a different language that we speak. And until we understand as parents, this is why a lot of parents have clashes with their kids. Because they are speaking their own language, the kid is speaking their own language. The parent is not trying to learn the kid's language, and the kid is also not trying to learn the parent's language.
And then there is a mismatch.
There's a mismatch. This is their language now. So we also as parents need to figure out, how can we learn this language? You don't have to be perfect at it, but be open-minded to learn. Let them teach you.
That open-mindedness.
You see, it's very, very important. That's why I think this proverb from this Ife that and that's always stayed with me. Always stayed with me. I don't have many, but that one. Yeah, ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n.
Ọmọdé gbọ́n àgbà gbọ́n la fi dá ilé Ifẹ̀.
Yeah.
See you on the roast. See you on the roast. It has been a long one. See you guys on the roast. Have a good one. Mr. Francis, man. Thank you. Èmi náà gbọ́. Èmi mo ti gbọ́ nísìnyí. Wọ́n ti máa gbọ́. Ṣe ní gbọ́. It's for our own good.
It's for our own good.
See you.
See you.